Well, it'd be crazy to go live on a bank holiday Monday, wouldn't it? It'd be absolutely nuts when everyone's at boot fairs. But, you know, it's my regular thing. Monday, 11 o'clock. And I've just got back from the boot fair. But this is a List 5 live video. So, in actual fact, I'm not listing at the moment. As I've just got in about 20 minutes ago, I've been allowed to come on my own computer. I've managed to kick the eldest off playing Fortnite. He was finishing up. And I thought what I'd do is just have a bit of a chat. And I've got about 15 things I've got to pack. So I'm going to go through and see what they are and share with you what they are. Oh my God, we do have people here. I thought there'd be no one here. Hello, Mike. How you doing? Hi, Rebecca. Peter Ray's in the house. I'll tell you what, Peter has just done, I've just seen it, he's just done a video. It's well worth checking out. He got a nice little pickup yesterday. So I'm going to sit down and watch that later. Don't turn off this stream and watch it now. Watch it later. But yeah, well worth checking out. And saw Pete today as well, and he got a nice few bits as well. Hello, Dave. I've not listed Nout. So no, actually, that's not right, because it means I've listed nothing. But in actual fact, the priorities for today are sleep. they're package up stuff. So I've got about 15. I've got 21 outstanding, but I did about 6 of them yesterday. And get everything packed up and ready to just dump at the post office tomorrow. And if I get all that done and I'm nice and tidy, I will then list 5 things. I will, I promise. You know, it's the law. Hello, Ali. How you doing? Hello, James. Hi, Nick. Hi, Steve. How you doing? Steve Green. Good to see you. And Rod's in as well. Yeah, if you want to chat about anything, let me know. Sweat Mopper Daryl's in. Yeah, I'm just sort of chilling. Just me, just you. Okay. Who else we got? Oh God, everyone's saying hi to each other. So yeah, I'm kind of, you know what, I'm so glad boot fairs, you know, this bank holiday weekend is kind of finished, because I am knackered. All these 5 o'clock starts. But I did think today, I got in, I thought, thank God that's over. And then I suddenly remember I normally go to one on Wednesday, and that's only the day after tomorrow. So Jesus Christ, it's like too much. And I thought the car had been nicked at the boot fair today, which, I mean, who nick our car? It's a multipler. It's a box on wheels. It's the one that Top Gear took the mickey out of. Anyway, I thought it had been nicked because there are basically 3 fields at our car boot. 1, 2, 3. And normally you park in 2 and the boot fair's in 3, and they don't normally use like the first one. So on a bank holiday, they kind of think, okay, you know, we're going to have more cars there. So you park in the first one, second one's empty, third one where the boot fair is. So you walk through this empty field. It didn't fill out. Basically, to cut a very long story short, I was looking for my car in the wrong field and going around going, it's been nicked, it's been nicked. And I didn't actually have a lot of stuff in there from the boot fair, but I was just running around like for ages. I went back and forth about 5 or 6 times going, someone has nicked it. And then I thought, I'm going to have to tell the people, I'm going to have to ring Liz and let her know. And as I was walking back to sort of tell the people, someone's nicked my car, I suddenly realised I was in the wrong field. So there you go. And what else happened today? Got some good pickups. But I will do a haul video on all of that. And some things I bought some things from other people I know, I have seen buying at other boot fairs. And when I do that, so these aren't, traders or house clearance guys. These are the guys you see walking around buying stuff and buying electronics. And I always have a little kind of like, why are they selling it on? And I spent quite a bit of money as well. So we will see. Oh, it's Pete in. Hello, Pete. How you doing? How did you do today? Yeah, I don't know why they don't let us park in the normal field, Pete. You're quite right. And if they find that I think they expect a mass of sellers. But if the weather's like it was this morning, you're not going to get a mass of sellers. And if they did, they could shove them in the third field. But, you know, it's obvious to us, isn't it? But it's obviously not obvious to them. And what else happened today? I saw someone buying Viagra or trying to buy Viagra. Now, I have seen someone buy Viagra down at Rusper once, or I saw it on I saw someone selling it. It was on this guy's store. This is a couple of years ago. It's like Viagra, and I remember looking, because you go along. I go along. I look at the stalls. I don't normally look at the people. So I'm going along like this, and I see this Viagra, and it stops me in my tracks. And I just went, looked up at the bloke, looked down at the Viagra, looked up at the bloke. So it wasn't good. Anyway, yeah, that Viagra's been there. I saw him trying to sell it yesterday. He's been there before. What caught my attention today was I heard someone trying to strike a deal for it. So I heard this. No, it's £10, and you get like 100 milligrams or grams. And did it work? I didn't buy it. What are you talking about? Are you talking about the Viagra? Anyway, so I hear this kind of like, oh, no, it's £10 and you get 10 grams. And I thought, God, someone's buying it. Someone's actually trying to buy it. So I turned around, and it's like this little old granddad. I'm like, he wasn't just like old and looked a bit young. He was old and looked old. And he had the kind of shirt and the brown trousers. And I thought, blimey. He's just gonna, he's gonna take that home and put it in his and Gertrude's cocoa, for probably kill him off. But so that was quite amusing. I've seen weird things. I remember years and years and years ago, when this is like probably 20 years ago, I saw going in for the hard sale. Yeah, he was. I can't think of any Viagra-related jokes, but years ago I saw someone selling at a boot fair a vinyl love mat, which was like, and they were selling that, and they also at the same stall they were selling loads of birds custard, which I thought was a strange combination. It's like the weirdest thing. I just thought, oh God, who would buy a used vinyl love mat? Go on, Grandad. Yeah, I didn't want to be ageist on this, but I thought, screw it. I mean, people are ageist enough towards me. So, yeah, he just wants to make his wife happy. I'm wondering whether she would know about it. He's just like, here's your cocoa, Gladys. Get it down, yeah. You drink the let me stir it. Drink the last bit. So, yeah, there we go. So who knows? Who knows what will happen tonight in that household? It will be rocking. A massage wand. I take it that's not a Harry Potter toy. It's something. Well, I could probably look that up. But yeah, I've seen all sorts of things at boot fairs. I saw a vibrator the other day, and the guy who was selling it took great pleasure to tell me it was used. I was like, cheers, nice one. So yeah, nice boot fair. Got out of there by about 9:30, and after I thought the car had been nicked, I got home, and I've just been chilling really. So yeah, unless you want to, what else can I talk about? I'm just going to go through. You ask me any questions you want. I'm going to show you what I've got to pack today. And I was thinking I might even go and try and find it, but I might grab it if it's in this room. Any Steely Dan? I'm really showing my ignorance here. I don't know what that is. To me, that's just like an American pop group, or not a pop group, like a 70s group. I'd Google it, but I don't really want to risk it. The wheel did stay on the trolley. It's behaving itself, and the Velcro is grippy as anything. So that is all right. And I had a nice bit of apple slice from leftover from yesterday's. It was like apple spongy stuff. So I had half when I was in the car queue. You know, that car queue I'm always in. And then when I came out, I kind of gelled my hands and opened up the little Tupperware pot I've got, and I didn't want to touch it, even though I'd already gelled my hands. Yeah, I did. I'm not going to Google it. So I was trying to eat this other half of apple slice just out of the Tupperware, like Bob the Apple, like that. But it wasn't having it. So in the end, I just precariously kind of grabbed it with my fingers. Yeah, what's the rudest thing you've ever seen at a boot fair? Ooh, rude. Any rude things? Yes, right. Yeah, mine I think is a vinyl lock mat. Oh, hello. So I've got this guy on eBay. He bought a pair of speakers. Oh God, probably over 2 months ago, and he paid for them. But he's local, but it seems he can't collect them. And now he's wanting to buy loads of other stuff, so it makes it a better deal for me if I go around and deliver it to him. I'm a little bit wary about. Okay, I'm sort of saying, because if you collect and everything's messaged on eBay, your back is covered for collection. This is what I think. But I'm going to arrange to go around and drop these speakers off. He's only like 10 minutes up the road. So I hope it's a similar thing, that if it's all on eBay messages that I will be at your house at 10 o'clock and I am coming to this address and I drop it off, he can't. My worry is he's going to turn around and say, oh, I haven't got them when I've dropped them off. So, but he's just, you can't say I'll get me demonetized. So don't worry about that. Well, no, don't say it anyway. I just don't want you to say it. Don't start saying naughty words. Yeah, it's just been a pain. I just wish he'd sort of say, because I was asking him, where do you live? And he said Wallington. And I was like, no, I need your actual street name. Right, but there you go. You bought a mannequin and it turned out to be a blow-up doll. Oh, God. Nightmare. A gag. Dear. Deary me. Yeah. I've heard of people just finding porn and stuff. I've seen porn being sold, which I always think is a bit dodgy when you see all this kind of like old VHS porn and old pornographic magazines, and people put them out, and you go around the boot fair and you think of the children, because there's children going around. I don't know how George got in with his porn, actually. He bought a load. Perhaps that's just for research. Who knows? We shall see. Okay, so what have I got to send out today? I've got 22 things I've got to post and pack. Sales have picked up, which is all right, because they've been, and my theory about why sales, oh Jesus, were crap. Bear with me. eBay's playing up. Why they were crap in August is because nobody went away on holiday, apart in June or July because of the situation. But everybody did it in August. And now everyone's back and ready to go back to school. So sales are sort of picking up again. So that's my theory, and I'm sticking with it because I like it. Yeah, vintage gents mags. I've got that Monopoly board game, Escape from Colditz, and I've got to list that. And I got that a while ago, actually. Hi, Tom Curry. How you doing, Tax Shack? You get, what did you keep? Porn. Oh, Black Mannequin. Jesus. Keep it as a mascot. Yeah, have it as your little, whatchamacallit, logo. Be all right. George had that funny bloke one. I think it was something you practice CRP on. Is it CRP? And Pete's Aston Vintage Mags too. Right, okay, so I've got 22 items going out. Here's one I sold. I can grab it here. I sold this yesterday, which is the TikTok clock. It ticks like anything. And I bought this because I know we're looking for a clock for our mantelpiece. Or Liz wants one. What she wants is like a kind of wooden one, but it's one of those ones that is shaped like this. That sort of shape. And I thought this was close and like looked quite good, and this might do. And I got this at the A3 for $7.50, but I got it home and she was like, "What the hell's that?" So that's not what we wanted. So that's been sold for £10 just to sort of get rid of it and turn it over. Yeah, 22. It's over a few days though. You know, I'm on a 3-day dispatch, so don't think it's just one day. What else we got? And it's pretty low value. I've got these. I've got a load of these. I picked these up. I'll tell you how old this is for anyone who's local to me. This is from the Peas Pottage car boot, which closed down about 2 years ago. Over 2 years ago. It didn't go last year. Anyway, I got a load of these, and it was just a bag. You can't see them. It was just a bag full. They're all in a cup. They're Harrods key rings, teddy bears. I've no idea how much I paid. Maybe a £5 or something for all of them. And they've been on, and I sell one about every 6 months, and I sell them for £4.99 plus £3.49 postage. So one of those has got to go. I've already packed that up yesterday. The other thing, oh, there it is. I've got a few of these bits. This is quite handy. This sold, which I would have shown not too long ago. Yeah, I thought it was a nice clock, but I'll tell you what, if I wound this up, it's all you'd hear on the stream. It's like... So this is a glockenspiel. Nice little... Can't get the thing open. Here we go, look at that. I think I paid £3 or £4 for it. And it's like, I mean, you do get like kiddie ones, but this is proper metal, and so... And strange enough, I don't know any tunes on the glockenspiel. But yeah, it just looks really nice. I think there was one comp for it. And all this stuff I've sold is pretty easy to pack. Name that tune. It's like jazz. It's jazz. That's jazz. If anybody wants to come on the stream and chat, then let me know. That's sold for $22.99. But you know what I'm like. I don't like people on my stream to chat. But if you really want to. Hi, Biospace. How you doing? We're not listening today because I've just got in from the boot fair about 20 minutes ago. Peter Ray was there. Peter Ray's done the stream this morning. Check that out after this because he got a... Well, do I divulge a secret? He got something good. Put it like that. He got something, and I did a video the other day on staying focused when other people come up to you and go, "I got something brilliant," and it was quite good yesterday because I put it into practice. So I think it was last Sunday. Luke came up just as I was going home and said he'd got 2 Game Boys and about 50 games for £25, and Yeah, totally. I was going home, so it didn't really affect me around the boot fair. But a number of times I thought about that, and it just was like, well, as Jurgen Klopp says, boom, wow, amazing. That was what a score. And I think because I've experienced that one, Pete came up to me yesterday and a couple of other people with really good scores. And yeah, I'm obviously chuffed for them, but it didn't affect me as much because I've had the experience of those two Game Boys. Just like, whoa. But there you go. So I'm keeping on track. Yeah. Edit that. Good morning. Edit what? You confused me there. What else was sold anyway? A Whistles Ladies short needle cord skirt. Nice. Let's see if I can. This is disgusting. This has been in the shop for a while. Let's see if I can share it. Now, which way round is this going to go? There we go. $10.99. I think it may have sold even on an offer. I don't know. So that's that. Glad that's gone. It would have cost like £3 or £4 maybe, and we would have picked it up because it was Whistles, and Whistles is kind of like a label to look out for. But yeah, it's just been hanging around for yonks. Let's see what else is going. So yeah, that's another easy one to pack. Oh, this is a nice thing. It should be in here too, hopefully, because I only listed it the other day. Here it is. So this, I think it cost £4 or £5. Again, only picked up. What's been my best sale this month? I'll have a look in a minute. Let me just sort it out. But this, so yeah, I think it cost £4 maybe, because maybe less actually. I think I got it with a bundle of stuff, and you can't see it, but it's slightly. The case has got some discolouring here. There we go. You can just see it there, and it's due to battery leakage, I think. But it did work, and it worked absolutely fine. And that's sold for $27.99 plus postage. My postage on something like that is always $3.49. So yeah, that's not bad at all. Right, let's have a look at my best sale then for this month. This month, sorted by. I mean, this is best in terms of price. It may not be best in terms of profit, but that can't be right. Hang on, what's going on here? Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. I'm in orders waiting to dispatch. It's too much money. What? They pay too much money for this? Yeah, well, maybe. Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect it to sell it for that, but there you go. Right, orders. I was wondering why my highest price was coming up at £33, but it's orders waiting to go out. I was looking at. Yeah, well, while I'm looking this up, everybody put in the chat your best orders this month, your best sales. That'd be good. Okay, this month. The best order was, I will share this. Bear with me. Right, here we go. Share screen. It was this thing, which actually went for 130. It was untested because it didn't have the receiver in there, and it cost me £20. So it was It had a transmitter with it, and it was sold as for parts, but it's 4-wheel drive. And when I showed this on stream, I think I showed it on a Monday, because Z was in and he was like, "Whoa, that's nice, it's 4-wheel drive." And a lot of this, trouble with this RC stuff, you get it home, it hasn't got all the bits. And so there's no way you can test it. The only way I can test that is if I buy it. It didn't have a battery to start with because it was an electric one. And then even if it's got a battery, you've got to have the right transmitter with the right receiver and blah, blah, blah. And so, yeah, it's... I was just glad it's gone. And packing it was a pain. It went in a banana box, in a box, and I tied it with wire. Banana boxes have holes in the bottom, for obviously to keep the bananas fresh, and they're solid as a rock, those banana boxes. So I tied it, went through the holes and tied it with wire, a bit like you get when you buy a toy, it's tied with wire. So yeah, that was the best sale, and a good one. 20 quid to 130 plus postage, £7.99 postage on that. So yeah, I was happy with that. Yeah, Pete, that jigsaw, you got 5,000 pieces. I think it was sealed, so yeah, you didn't have to count them. Yeah, I paid 20 quid for that. And that was like, I got in a boot fair and it was there straight away. And I was like, bosh, have it. Anything that size, if it's RC, and I've had them before, or if you can get stuff, there's certain makes, and I can't remember them because I'm not an expert. But I will buy it for like 10, 20 quid because I know it will sell for 70 upwards. So yeah. So Steve, you did a Kurt Cobain t-shirt. Oh, that's nice. Amazing. Now some of this t-shirt stuff. I don't even know his name. Some rap artist, and it's on for about 80, but it hasn't sold yet. But yeah, that is brilliant for a t-shirt. Amazing, some of these t-shirts. I mean, I wonder how people check whether it's like, it must be so easy to copy a t-shirt, but from the fact that it's original. It's I'm not too sure how you check. I suppose you just check comps and pray that the comps are right. How did you do, Pete? Happy chat. How did you do at Hook this morning? Did it go okay? Musimo Duty wellies. I've only ever sold Hunter wellies. And if you can get them new, I've had a couple of new ones and they go for like 70 upwards. But yeah. Wow, Mike, 3 jigsaws. That's incredible. What was you could get those real top quality wooden jigsaws, can't you? Which I've again forgotten the name of. Tell us the brand, Mike. Was it new and sealed with those jigsaws, and what was the make and how many pieces? Need to know how many pieces were in there. Yeah, those big old jigsaws. The jigsaws do all right. I mean, Wentworth, that was it. Wentworth, those ones are real nice. Yeah, jigsaws are good. I mean, even if they're like sealed Ravensburger ones, and if you can pick them up for £1, it's like £1 to 15 quid. Easy money, really. As long as the subject matter is kind of okay. But yeah, I don't mind jigsaws. It's similar flip to ball games, and similarly, if you get some real nice ones, you can get more money. Oh, you went to school afterwards? Yeah, I was saying today that I used to go to Hook and then always go down to Rusper, but I've stopped doing that because I'm doing more boot fairs here more regularly. So I'm doing like 3 boot fairs, 3 or 4 sort of around here. So I don't see the point. I'm driving down to Rusper's, probably about like 30 miles there, 30 miles back. So yeah. Right, let's carry on and see what I've got to package today and see if I can get it in a nice little pile. Where are we up to? I've got a pair of grafter shoes, which are the shoes I bought 11 pairs of. And I bought them back in October last year, just before I started on YouTube, because one of my first videos was about them. So it's these. And I think this is the third pair I've sold now. And I think originally I was trying to get $24.99, and it was $22 and $20. And when I saw Knackered, Nick Hills had changed his price of his white shoes down to $17.99, and he'd sold some. I thought, well, I'll do $17.99. They cost about £3 each. So they're slowly going. But I'm glad I've only got 11 pairs. I've got no idea how many pairs Nick has got left of his shoes. I don't know whether he's mentioned it on his streams or whether he's been able to do any deals. It'd be interesting to see how that's gone. But yeah, that's that one. That's in. That's not in the house, so it's, I can't grab that at the moment. Right, what else we got? Oh, I've got two of these. Pete, you might be interested in this. Well, Peter Ray, he might not be. He might still not be watching. It's these, and I picked these up. Not a great buy, this one. They're over here. I picked 3 of them up, and I think they were £2 each. And I only got them because they were sealed. But one of them actually has got a little opening there. And I'm just selling them to get rid of them because they're not worth anything really. So that'll go as large letter. And that's gone for like £8. So I think it will cost maybe £1 to send it. So I've made my money back on them. And just go out to get rid of them. Oh, hi Sue. How you doing? I love Sue's channel. Sue, I used to watch when I was started reselling, because she was very Playmobil related. A couple of years ago, I was like, watch Ben Fitz, and he got me into all the Victorian Playmobil, and Sue used to do loads of Playmobil as well. Hi William, how you doing? I'm just kind of having a bit of a relaxing one at the moment. Just going through what I've got to send out today. There's no listing going on because I've just done so many boot fairs over the weekend. I need to chill a little bit. So yeah. But yeah, I'm dead chuffed Sue's in. Love having Sue in. Right, okay. What else we got? This is, I can get this. This is to hand. This is a Philips CD player. And when I got it, it looked really well. It is still pretty beat up. I don't know if you can sort of see that. And I imagine it was like £1 or £2, not very much money at all. But it does work. And it's sold for $29.99, which for a CD player is all right. I mean, normally in my head, I think pick one of these up maybe 15 if it's like run-of-the-mill one. But £30 must be because it's Philips, and maybe quite a good one, maybe quite a rare one. So £1, I think I only paid £1 for it, to 30. That's my kind of flip, that is. You know, if I could do 100 of these every day, every week maybe. Scale Electrics. Do you know what? I would have left it. Scale Electrics is one of those things that you think, surely people must love that. And from my experience, it never really sells for that much. And it's always a slow sell. If you can get stuff that's sealed it might be worth it. And if you can get vintage cars cheap, it might be worth it. But a big box of Scale Electrics with all the track, I wouldn't go near it. I would not go near that at all. So you did well to leave it, definitely, in my opinion. Yeah, I did buy a load of sealed Scale Electrics probably about 4 years ago, but it all went up to Amazon, and that sold really well. But it was just a few packs of bends and tracks and things. So yeah. Well, don't worry about, there's no point worrying about what you did and didn't buy. It's done, isn't it? Once things are done. Scale Electric Sunset Speedway, grab it, sold one a few months ago for $220. Yeah, I think if you do know specific things, like I did buy a Dukes of Hazzard car, and I got it. I don't know how much I got it for, and there were quite a few bits missing on it, but I made a profit on it. It was worth about 20 quid. But if it's just like a box of Scale Electrics track, a couple of cars that seem maybe, released in the last 20 years and they look beat up, I wouldn't get it then. It's got to be something special about it or something about it to get it. Yeah, you don't know anything apart from the loop-to-loops are fun. Yeah, that's true. Okay, next one I sold, which isn't here. It's a Humbug game, just a board game, Humbug, kind of smallish game. That would have been a jumble sale pickup for 50p. It sold for $6.99. So small time. Have I played with any of the Commodores yet? I haven't, no. There's one up there, and your one's in the shed. I haven't done anything with them. I bought an Atari ST today, which I need to sort out. That looks totally beat up, though. It looks like it's been in the bottom of a spider's nest for God knows how many years. But no, I have not. I haven't tried anything. So Pete, when I plug in the one you sold me and it doesn't work, I'll be straight on the phone. No, if it's perhaps I should do a video on it. I really am focused on sort of like trying to get stuff tidy and listed at the moment. I was Laney in. Laney, hello Laney, how you doing? Good to see you. Just kind of like having a bit of a chill one. I hope I've said hello to everyone. William James, Tea Cakes, Nick K. Let me know if I've missed you. I'm so glad you're all joining me for a little bit of morning R&R. What's the next order? More shoes. So there's a pair of Hotter that have gone out. I'll share these. I know I haven't got them in here. How much are these sold for? Hotter, I've tended to... I list them for maybe between 20, 25. And if I've listed it for 25, I normally would take offers down to about 20. Hotters I'll pick up for normally about 4 quid. 3, 4, 5, something like that. What have I got to do now? Stop screen. I'm a little bit worried I'm going to press something here. Oh, no, let's stop that. Share screen. It says I'm sharing a screen when I'm not. Okay. So they've gone for 19 quid. And they got a little bit of green on them. With Hotter and with Echo shoes, make sure they're in reasonable condition, but also bend the shoe back to make sure there's no cracking on the sole, because they can be prone to that. But yeah, Hotter, I'll always pick up Hotter no matter what it is. And there's another pair of shoes which might be here. Let's have a look. Are they here? No, I don't think they are. Got a little couple of shoe shelves, but most of it is not in the house because shoes take up room. But let me share this. It's a pair of Marco Tozzi, and this came I bought a huge bundle of shoes. We're talking a car full, okay, and it cost 40 quid. It's from a boot fair, might have been last year, and a lot of the shoes were absolute rubbish. Some of the shoes sold for like 70 quid. You know, a few of them went for a lot of money. And these have been hanging around. I probably listed them at 25 originally, but they've gone for 18. Marcotozzi. Sounded good, sounded Italian. So they finally gone, which is nice. How long do you usually wait to reduce price on an item, just out of interest? Yeah, normally longer than a month, to be honest. 3 months, I'll definitely start doing something about it. But I'm always open to kind of offers, to be honest. And if something's gone on for 20 quid and I get offers straight away, I'll tend to hold out. And then after maybe a week or two, I might start thinking about, okay, well, I'll take like 10% less or whatever. And then it's difficult, really. Hi, Rouge, how you doing? What do I love selling the most? Well, I don't really. I love sourcing old computer games like Spectrum and stuff like that, or things from my childhood. Like if I could, I've never seen a Game & Watch, but anything Star Wars, vintage Star Wars figures. I love sourcing that. Don't particularly love selling it. I love selling anything that's easy to pack. So I love selling shoes, and I love selling board games if they don't have too many parts, because it's just so straightforward, and you tend to make good money on them. I was saying this the other day, and I think a lot of people are focused on getting huge ticket items, but I would rather, if I had a choice between buying a I don't know, let's say like a SNES, and I've managed to get it for 30 and I can sell it for 80, I would much rather buy 15 board games and buy them for 2 quid each and sell them for a tenner, because it spreads the risk, and so I much prefer that sort of thing. So I love selling shoes and board games because it's easy. If you sell like a telly, or if I sell like a DVD video combo, that might be a 200 quid sale, but like the thought of packing it is pain. Hotter shoes, I wouldn't say they sell quickly. I mean, sometimes they do, but generally they take a little bit of time. But the thing is, I kind of know what they will sell. They will sell between 20 and 25. So like I say, if I'm picking up for 4, I know it's well worth it. And they will always sell. It's not like, I've got, what have I got here? I've got a nice pair of these, but they seem to be hanging around for ages. Shoes are funny. They can hang around for absolutely, same with clothes. It's and obviously if you can find the right shoe, but sometimes it's not available. Yeah, when I've had stuff for ages, it can be it could be up to that amount, Steve, or it could be even more. It could be just do it just to clear it, and I kind of think less about what I in actual fact, that is what's changed from when I first started reselling, that I don't hold on to what I bought it for. It's more of a, it's got to go now, So what I've got this, and I've seen people sell this, but mine hasn't sold, and I don't know how much. It's probably on for about $7.99 or whatever. But if someone offered me like, $7.99 is cheap, but if someone offered me like 4 quid, I'd go, yeah, whatever, just get rid of it. The doll's house. Well, it didn't get returned because she refused delivery of it. It never got back to me. No, I think what happened was it got back to Pitney Bowes because I could actually trace it where it went when she refused it because I had a tracking number, and it got back from France to UK, ended up at Pitney Bowes, and then was just like. So I imagine it's gone into an auction somewhere. So yeah. You have sales running all the time. I used to do sales every month, just before payday. But I didn't do them during lockdown because I thought, the whole price has gone up anyway. And keep streaming. Okay. And I've just been doing lots of send offers. But maybe I should do a sale. So I'm bringing you a bit of luck, Pete. Well, that's good. Let's know what you've sold. Okay, so that's the Marco Tozzies. And then I sold a Namco gun. I'll show you that. It's in the other room. Let me just grab that. One of these, PS1 NPC 103. I picked 3 of these up for £9, and that one, thinking they're going to sell for like around about 15, and that sold for £14.99. So that was a nice pickup. Spiegel im Spiegel. What does that mean? Doesn't Spiegel mean play or something? Or was that Spielen? I saw some milk bottles at the boot fair yesterday, and they were in better condition than the ones I bought, and they wanted £2 each. I was tempted, but I turned it down. Okay, and the last thing, I could show you everything that's going out. Maybe I'll do that. I've sold a load of these DVDs, and I got a load of about 200 DVDs free. Because right at the start of lockdown, someone was chucking them out. I've sold this one for, I think it's gone for £20, which is all right. Because a lot of these DVDs, I sold one bundle of 12 for £6 or something, 50p each. But my kind of thinking was, even if they all went for 50p each, 200 DVDs, that's like £100. But this is good films in there if you're into your Marvel, Deadpool, and all of that stuff. X-Men. There's no Avengers or anything in there, but Fantastic Four is a rubbish film. But that'll keep someone busy, and that's gone for £20, which is all right for nothing. Oh, the Brio Labyrinth Peter sold. Nice one. Oh, Man in the Mirror. Oh, Speed. I can't remember any German. I did sort of do it for a couple of years, but. Okay. I'll just run. I've closed down the eBay window. The other things that I've sold that I have packed are a white Nintendo DS. I bought 4 DSs, knowing one of them had a cracked screen. So I thought it was 3 working ones. In actual fact, it was 2 working ones, one didn't work, and they cost me £30. I think I can repair one of them, and I've sold the 2 that were working. It was a white and a pink one for 20, one for 22, one for 20, so £42 minus fees, probably about 35. So I've made the money, and I've got the 2 kind of DSs left. So Lee's you have this out of stock option on. You set it to 0 in stock. Oh, this is interesting. I set all my listings to 0 in stock when you're on holiday, then set back to 1 in stock just before I came home. And then a lot of your listings sold. Yeah, I try and keep, every now and then I go through, and I should have a regular process for this, but it's when I have the time and I'll go, okay, I'm going to go through my whole shop, and I don't want anything older than 3 months, and I will end all those listings, and then I will go through them and do a new listing based on that. I don't even know if I definitely don't relist. I don't think I do sell similar, but I always try and change the title, and I always try and change the main picture, and that sometimes jiggles things up. But because they say that if it's over an old, if a list, this is something I heard ages ago. If a listing is over a month old, it's kind of goes into dormancy, because you always know that when the best time to sell it is when you list it. Things always go straight away, and if they don't go straight away, they struggle. So over a month it becomes dormant, and then after 3 months it becomes kind of dead, which is why I do the 3 month thing. But yeah, what else we got? I had a Marvel Avengers Match Cube game, which is kind of like a memory game. And I think that was a jumble sale pickup. Let me show you it. It only went for 12 quid, but like I say, I would have picked it up for £1. So I've got so many board games at the moment, but I do kind of love them. I know it's old school. You kind of think, oh, I must have moved on from board games after 4 years of reselling, but it really is. I mean, especially going into Q4, if you can just like shift loads and loads of board games, you're laughing, really. So there's that one. And what else? What else? Oh, a pair of taekwondo shoes. I think these were a couple of quid. And I kept getting really low offers on these. These went for £16 in the end. They're really good condition. But I think not the biggest demand for taekwondo shoes in the world. Stephen's done 2 listings. There's 2 more than me. Yeah, I'm kind of not listing today. Hello, Jewel. How you doing? Oh, Sue's in the storage business. You're struggling to get stuff listed. Well, I am focusing on buying at the moment rather than listing, just because you know what that period is like between, kind of October and Easter. Every year I've done this, I get to February and think I've got no stock at all. And especially with, this last year, boot fairs for me ended in September. They didn't get going again until, I don't know, was it June? So it was almost like 9 or 10 months. Do I find much in charity shops? This is a sore point. No, I don't find charity shops are absolutely diabolical around here. You would need. I used to go to charity shops. They used to be really good. So it's not like, I'm saying, I'm imagining it and thinking the grass is greener somewhere else, because I know what it was like here 4 years ago. 10 years ago used to be absolutely brilliant. Nuts, go around, get Adidas, vintage, all sorts of things. But I wasn't reselling them, but used to just like going to charity shops. But 4 years ago, I could go to an area and pop in like maybe 4 or 5 charity shops and come home with like 4 bags full of clothes. Nowadays, I'm lucky if I'm coming home with 1 or 2 things, because things are overpriced. You get going around here and you see a pair of Clark's shoes, they're going to be 20 quid. You see a jacket and it's going to be like £8 to £10, and it's just no money in it at all, and it's ridiculous, really. Occasionally you might get something. So there's a couple of good charity shops well, I say good, best of a bad bunch, really. And I might make a special journey to go to those. But apart from that, is if I pop in to the post office, I might do the 3 in my local high street, and that's knowing that the likelihood is I won't get anything. So yeah, unfortunately not. It's not that good. Hello, Faye and Simon. How you doing? Sean, what was I drinking to lose a car? Well, I wasn't drinking a lot, really. I don't tend to drink before a boot fair because I do not want to use the toilet. I heard a horror story this morning. I was talking to a guy in the queue, and he was selling yesterday at the boot fair, and he had to go and use the toilets. And I've never used the toilet at a boot fair. Let me know in the chat if you've ever used the toilet at a boot fair. Anyway, he went in the toilet, and he said it was like a horror show. It was because it was a bag of crap in the bog. Someone had come. I mean, I don't know whether someone was queuing for the toilet with a carrier bag, and then just got in there. Went very strange, but there you go. YouTube is a distraction. Yeah, so you're quite right. I am a total distraction, but I'm only going to distract you for another 4 minutes. Yeah, they are grim. Totally grim. I remember I went to Glastonbury years and years ago, and we got there and we climbed over the fence and at about 4 a.m. because we decided to drive there. We were in the Green Man in Newell village. And we're having a drink saying, I wish we got to Glastonbury. And this is probably about 9:30. And then we sort of said, well, why don't we? So me and a couple of mates, we drove. This is from like near Croydon. Oh, yeah, just drive down there. So I drove down there. Would have taken, I don't know, 4 hours or something. Got in, paid someone a tenner to climb on top of his burger fan and get into Glastonbury. And then we didn't have a tent, and we had to find some mates who had a tent. Anyway, the thing I learned straight away is you listen out for the sound of a lorry because that's the sound of them entering the toilets. And if you need the toilets, that's when to go after the lorry's been. But of course, you try and hold it in for about 3 days. Right, I haven't got anything else to show you. Enough to talk about toilets. I sold an Ellie Fun, which I love picking up. That sold for £11 plus postage. I normally pick those up for £1. I've also sold a couple of Xbox wireless controllers with a charger, and that's going to a prison. And I've had 2 orders, one going to a prison and one going to a young offenders institute, all of which have to be packaged up today. So it's a bit of a run of prison type things, which I've never had before. And then the last thing I've got is a super dry t-shirt, which again has been hanging around. Just a grey t-shirt with super dry something or other in it, Japan, and I sold for £9. So that's the 22 items that I've got packed. Thankfully, nothing massive that I'm going to have to worry about. But that's me done. Thanks for joining us. Hope you have a great day today. If there's anything else you want to talk about, let me know in the chats. Brum, you just turned up and I'm just about to go. I'll hang around for the hour. We've got like 1 minute and 10 seconds left. And there's always a delay. Let's see if I can get on YouTube. So there's no delay. Oh, there's me with a cup of tea. Yeah, don't worry about being late. Pete's off going to do some work. Oh, this is weird now because I'm watching myself. And just me saying bye. Well, I think I'll say bye as well. Have a fantastic day, everyone. If you are watching and you love me rambling on, give it a thumbs up. There'll be a whole video for today's car boot in the next couple of days. And again, because I'm filming it early in the morning and it's completely black, I look like Holly out of Red Dwarf, like Norman Lovett version. Or Bohemian Rhapsody. So I've done a little bit of Bohemian Rhapsody stroke Holly from Where I Read the Wolf. But yeah, have a great day, everyone. Take care. Keep busy, keep working, but don't get stressed. And I'll see you soon. Stop.